It's been some time. It's been some time since I've made an anime spoiler-free review. It's been some time. I don't even remember what was my last spoiler-free review. I think that was Kekai Sensei, just like a month or so, 2 months ago, something like that. But finally, I'm coming back to my spoiler-free anime reviews. And one of the anime I want to review is right now, which I recently watched. I haven't even watched this anime up until this point, and when I finally came to know about it, I was completely shunned by the anime because of it was pretty good. Okay, for a mystery anime, I can give this at least an 8 out of 10 when it comes to that. Now there are reasons why I give it 8 out of 10. Oh no, well, okay, 8 out of 10. But basically, first of all, I want to talk about the whole just give you a simple basis on what this anime is. Basically, it's about uh, Sakurako. Basically, this is the name of the anime. Beautiful Bone Sakurako's Investigation is the whole anime's name. So basically, Sakurako, the main character, which you're seeing right now on the screen, is basically a pathologist. I think that's what it's called. I don't know what it's called. What it is? Who loves like getting bones and shit checked out, like who loves collecting bones and shit. Like I don't know anything about that. Okay, I don't know anything about that. I was never into that. So, but I know, and I did not watch that anime because of that. I watched this anime just because of the simple fact that this is a mystery anime, and I freaking love mystery stuff because mystery stuff is always amazing. Most of the time, it's amazing. Not always, I can say, but it's basically about this chick called Sakurako, who's obviously on the main screen right now. But and she's this octologist who's just basically again, I might be screwing up the name, but whatever. Uh, she's basically she's basically always involved in these cases and stuff. Kind of reminds you of a lot of mystery anime. No, a lot of mystery anime that has detectives in it. I know it reminds you of a lot, especially Detective Conan, which is going for almost 950 odd episodes right now. I think it's about to complete 1,000 anime episodes. Like, jeez, that shit is too long. And then there's Kendachi Files, Mystery Files. I don't know, something like that. And then there is also there's also there's one more mystery anime that I watched that had some similar shit happening. But basically, mystery, basic mystery stuff. Now, all that aside, uh, you get the gist of it. Like you always get the main character always gets into a bad case and everything, and that's basically what happens with Sakurako here. And she's always involved in some kind of case here and there. And those cases are not repetitive, just to put it on point, because each case is the pronunciation is kind of crazy. But each creative drink, okay, each case is like it's crazy in its own way, and it has this crazy twists and turns in these cases. Like it's good, and some of the cases you don't even see the criminals. You just know that this chick just found out who the criminal is, but basically first case is something like that, so you basically don't find a criminal, but she did find the cause. She did find like not the motive, but basically the cause, the way it was murdered and everything. Like it's like that basically. It's minor spoilers, nothing major here. So yes, like each case like somehow involves different stuff that's happening around, and it's good to see because each cases are unique for its own kind. Now, why do I still give it just like a 8 and not a 9 or 10? Main reason is this anime is kind of old, like it's 4 to 5 years old. First of all, but that isn't the main reason. Okay, before anybody comes in, this anime is 4 to 5 years old. Like it's really underrated. It's really good, but throughout the whole series, this is kind of disappointing because throughout the whole series, you have a certain character, a certain main villain character that Sakurako is chasing throughout this whole series, like for the anime, not the novel. I know this is taken from a light novel. So I'm not gonna talk about the light novel because I haven't read the light novel whatsoever. But I'm talking about the series throughout the anime series. Sakurako is chasing this certain individual, and when things start to get heated up, when things finally start to get heated up, that's when they decide to cut off the anime, and that disappoints me because like I already don't expect a season 2 right now because it's been almost 4 to 5 years, and if there is an anime which has a single season and it has been almost 4 to 5 years, you're getting the same kind, like your second season, unless and until your anime is Attack on Titan, which is well, I don't know. I don't know. Unless and until your anime is Attack on Titan, you ain't getting a season 2. What you're getting is directly a remake, which will be like 10 to 20 years later from your initial release date, and that's basically it. No season 2. That's why that's one of the disappointments I already know that I'm gonna face. Because I have to read a light novel right now to know anything what's happening going to happen in the future. But there's so much more mystery that comes to the end of this series, because by the end of the series you solve like all the side cases, and finally you get to the main case. You finally get into the main case at the end of the series. You get close to the person who you have been chasing for throughout the whole series. The main character has finally got closer to it, and finally you are about to chase him, and then like not even chase him, but I would say more like you have investigated enough to know about him, but you don't know anything about the main character's past because you have just they're just glimpses of it, but you never know about the main character's past. You never know why she's chasing the certain person. There's a lot of questions. There's just a lot of questions, and that's the reason why I just it just isn't a perfect mystery anime yet, because this is a good mystery anime. Okay, it has some good ass cases, but the ending is the reason why I'm disappointed, because this is a series that deserves to have a season 2. It's an amazing series for a mystery anime. It's quite underrated. A lot of people just ignore this anime completely, and it's amazing. You guys should watch it. If you guys are mystery fans, you're gonna love it, especially the whole thing where she goes all Sherlock Holmes. I think so. She's one of the best female characters I've ever seen in anime. Just in general, like I'm speaking, like I'm not saying she's the best because there are obviously very characters that I have seen personally, but I think that she's one of the best leading female characters, and she actually is a main character. It isn't like, okay, she's a female character, let's have her do a side role. No, she actually is involved in a lot of stuff throughout the series. Obviously we also have the main male character in it, but he is involved. Okay, he is involved. I wouldn't say he isn't as much involved. I was about to say that, but he's in. Now I see it. He's almost like involved in every case because he's obviously her assistant and everything. Yeah, you get the gist of it. But really, if anything, I'm gonna continue reading the light novel as I'm done with the anime right now. If you guys want me to review the light novel, let me know because I would love to like let you guys know about like the light novel and shit, because that will be containing major spoilers though, because if you guys haven't read the light novel, it will be really bad for you guys because that would be just major spoilers for you guys, because that's why light novel obviously I have to talk about light novel, and that's the reason why I say gentle. But yeah, if you guys have watched Sakurako's investigation, let me know. Actually, the anime's name was Beautiful Bones. Before anybody searches Sakurako's investigation and some kind of anime site, I'm just gonna say it's Beautiful Bones. And yes, that's the anime name, Beautiful Bones. And the site, it's like Beautiful Bones Sakurako's investigation. That's basically how it goes. Anyways, that's all I got for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you think about it, by the way. I messed up my outro. I messed up my outro because I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Yes, I'll see you. Always. I'm losing my words. But please,